Hello, we're live. We are live and really intimate this go round because you guys are in the bedroom with me. Because I was like, I feel like this needs to be cozy because we need to have real conversations this go around. And I think Aquarius season for 2026 really is setting us up for some things. So yeah, I didn't want to have any brand names in the back. This is not sponsored. But hello and welcome to Aquarius season Zodiac elemental readings. We are not doing a pick a card this go around. I am Lady Emerald. I am a hoodoo ancestral medium, card slinger, astrologer, all of the things, right? And I am coming to y'all once again from the bed, because I, like others who have sensitive sinus, have been kind of like battling things with the change in weather, also with the snowstorm coming. I think our area is getting a mix of snow and sleet and ice, which was the worry. But like welcome. Let's see. Hold on, you guys. So, how is this going to go this time? For a Capricorn season, I think we did a pick a card, right? Like, but this season felt a lot different because now we're fully into 2026. We're heading fully into the energy of the numerology of 10 or 1. Depends on the numerology you follow. So new beginnings, new life cycle, new karmic cycle as well. And so, with the things that's going on, I just want to be more comfortable and comfy with talking with you all. As stated before, this is going to go back to the typical zodiac season readings where it like goes by your elemental zodiac sign. And that's always, we're going to first start with the energy, the astrology of it all that we're going to be experiencing during Aquarius season. Okay, so as you guys trickle in, no matter if you catching this on a replay or not, put down an emoji or tell me how your Capricorn season was. Tell me how the beginning of this new year has been for you. I know for a lot of us collectively, it has been hard with the things that's going on currently. I hope everyone stays safe. Know your role. Carry a brick if you have to. And I just want us to have discernment and know. Actually, this is going to be a perfect segue into the astrology of it all, right? I posted on my Patreon and I said, as you guys all know, that me, Liz Flo or Astrolizix, or however you know her, no, her and I, we have a astrology podcast based on the perspectives of the Black diaspora and history and culture, and just really from the Black lens. And season 1, and especially in season 1, we talked about like these major transits, and then season 2 we talked about them some more, along with transmuting grief. And so in those things, in my Patreon video, I talked about, if you listened or watched the podcast, we talked about a lot of things. But in all the major transits, we're talking about war. The people technically won, right? The people have always somehow won. We've always progressed. But you have to fight. You have to fight. Like, it's no... or you have to learn your version of fighting, right? You have to, whether it's learning more history, having more discernment, getting bigger into your spiritual bag, whether it's helping on the front lines, whether it's being a safe space, whether it's pushing the correct information. The astrology says, yes, war, but the astrology says also the people have always won as long as the people have fought. And so that is something. Hello, hey, Martian. That is something this astrology says, like, you must also fight because, like, the astrology is in your hands, but you have to fight because in the past it has said you the people. As long as you're progressing forward, you will win. And so before we get to astrology of Aquarius season, I want us to remember that. And that's something that I really put on my Patreon. So like this woe is me, or cut it. Like you cannot be powerful and then say woe is me at the same time against systems. Let's be for real. Okay. And we can't say like, oh, we're gonna lean into Pluto and Aquarius and we're not leading and we're not innovative. We're not looking from a humanitarian and ethical lens. Mind you, I said ethical and humanitarian, like the humanity of it all. Forget religion. Religion should not be the basis of your moral ethics. Your humanity should. Oh, come on. That's so funny. You know what? Carlton's so funny for that. Okay. That he had that jingle in my head for like a week. Okay. But I just, this is me being comfy. Okay. Because I'm not about to, I say, but the messages must get out. But it's Aquarius season. Aquarius season rolled in this year a tinge early, and then kind of not at the same time. It's a little early. Typically, Aquarius season may roll in on 21st, but the sun went into Aquarius on the 20th. Then we had Mercury go into Aquarius at the same, or during the same day, but I think Mercury went to Aquarius before the sun went into Aquarius. But with when Mercury is in Aquarius, like life kind of gets straight to the point. Like yes, there's like imagination, but when you communicate, you realize like as you are communicating, solutions are coming through. And then on the 23rd, Mars joins Mercury, the Sun, and Venus, because Venus has already been in Aquarius. Mars enters Aquarius. And like when Mars is in Aquarius, it kind of gives us like pause, and our actions are a little hesitant because Mars in Aquarius is asking us to think a little bit more about what we're doing. And so when the fact that Venus, the Sun, Mercury, and Mars, Mars into Aquarius today, it's the 23rd. Happy Aquarius stellium. So right now we're seeing more. I mean, it's not lost on me that this big protest is going on in Minnesota. Really, it's across the United States. There's multiple protests. Like everything's accumulating, and to one of this is not the first point. This is the build up, right, to the things that's coming. That on this day on an Aquarius stellium, that we are having like a very large protest in the dead of winter as we're heading into a major snowstorm for majority of the United States. Almost I think it's 165 million people. So that's half our population, over half population. Notice half the population is being impacted by the snowstorm that's hitting. And they will also be infected, majority of us, tonight, because it starts like in a few hours where I'm at. And so this Aquarius stellium is like making us really have our viewpoints like centered on humanity. The protest is about humanity, right? The freedom. And freedom is a word that, or an action and a belief system that continuously evolves as society progresses. And I think this Aquarius stellium is like a huge nod to that, because just because of the energy that's coming about. And speak of energy, Neptune, I don't know if anybody else does this. Like instead of calling Neptune Big Nep, I'll be calling Neptune Big Noop. I don't know why. I don't know why I be calling Neptune. I guess because I call Jupiter Big Jupe. My head goes to Big Noop versus like Big Neptune, but Big Noop feel better. I don't know. But Neptune is currently in Pisces. And when I say Neptune coming out of Pisces and going into Aries on Monday, Neptune will be in Aries for like the next 13, 14 years. Like a long, when I say long time, Neptune has been in Pisces since 2011 technically, but fully in Neptune since 2013. I have something on Patreon about Neptune and Pisces really gave us the opioid crisis. Yeah, I know some people don't make the connection, but I did, being in like public health and policy. That was like, oh, Neptune and Pisces. And you think about Neptune's about addiction, illusion. Also about my movies and acting. It's also about spirituality. It rules Pisces. So Neptune has been home in Pisces for a while. And it has, for a lot of us, especially for the Pluto and Scorpio generation, it has been so significant because it helped us fully go into our spiritual journeys, whether we were supposed to go a different route than our home religion or not. And so a lot of people like, thank God Neptune's out of Pisces, but I really give thankfulness and reverence to Big Noob, okay, as a Pisces moon, as a Saturn Pisces girl, right? And so with Neptune going to Aries next week, we start to feel a shift, right? That shift is starting to happen while we're in the midst of an Aquarius stellium. What does that mean? It's going to be rocky. It's going to be rocky, but we need that rockiness. We need that uncomfortability to move forward. If Mars is going to Aquarius, this is my should you be concerned about your Mars return? No. What you should be doing is documenting your energy. Right? So if this is your Martian return, document your energy. Your day to day, and so you can really get a gist of like, what does it feel like Mars to be in home, and how does it govern your energy, sex drive, your thought on like the everydayness of it all. Because like people don't like realize Mars is also like, people like Venus is love. I'm like, Mars is also love and war. It's a thin line between love and hate. Mars governs that. And so quite literally see how Mars is like, see how your energy is at while you're experiencing your Mars return. Listen, I give thankfulness to Neptune, but Saturn in the past, I think we paid attention a lot more to Neptune the past 3 years, because Saturn in Pisces has been so rough for everybody, not just those of us who have been in a Saturn return. Saturn in Pisces it has just been rough for everybody. And so and with then you have to also remember the past since January of last year, so January of 2025, the nodes have also been in Pisces and Virgo, so amplifying all of that. And the nodes go backwards, so they start at 29 degrees and then go to 0 and then go to the next thing. But we'll talk more about the nodes and then how the nodes are going to shift this year, because that's important as well. But if you guys have not, I think I posted on the page, I did a pick a card about the North Node in Pisces and South Node in Virgo. So see how that energy is on the page. I think when I update Neptune and Pisces on Patreon, because right now I still do have it where you can buy that for like $3, because that's the lowest Patreon will let me do it. Because I talked about Neptune and Pisces and the opioid crisis, but I also want to update that and kind of talk about like this thank you to Neptune and Pisces. I think as millennials, those of us who are Pluto and Scorpio really do actually need to say thank you to Neptune and Pisces, because we had to grow up. Like, yes, we still get pulled into the nostalgia, but we're also like battling, like, we realized how much of a childhood that we did not have. Neptune has been in Pisces for majority of our adulthood. So now we're like reckoning with, especially as Saturn comes and clears things up, we're reckoning with like the downfalls of nostalgia, the downfalls of what we thought was capable for the lackluster, which was the American dream. We're dealing with our sobriety, right? We realize like, oh, we have to be sober in order to live our lives. A lot of us do. And so like, we do actually owe a lot to Big Noob, especially as it and Saturn have like joined forces to kind of give us the realness for real. Man, I'm thinking my dang on computer is charging and the thing is not. So Neptune and Aries. I'm not going to yap about Neptune and Aries because, like I said, me and Liz have a whole episode on Neptune and Aries. After all of this, I'll post it in the description. I'll post it on IG on my stories. Because we got the last of season 2 drops some tomorrow, and we had a ball with that. We yapped a lot. It was a shoot the shit episode. And we even went over Ryan Coogler's and Michael B. Jordan's chart and like why they work so well together. It's all in their charts. But that comes out tomorrow. We have Neptune in Aries. That I think it's under season 1, and then I think the season 1 recap, we talk a lot about Neptune and Aries. So I'm not going to really talk about it here. Let's see. As you can see, y'all, I told you I wanted to be a little bit more intimate because I think Aquarius season this year is a lot. It's a lot. This Aquarius season does not feel the same as previous years, and that's okay. This Aquarius season feels, I want to say like a reckoning, but it's not like as like destructive. I think it's a psychological and energetic and spiritual reckoning, which is what it should be with so much stuff shifting. So one of the things that we like also have to talk about that's happening next week, and we feel the energy of it this weekend with the snowstorm, is there's a Mars Pluto conjunction that's happening. So part of the Aquarius stellium is also what? Yeah, it's Pluto being in an Aquarius, and it's going to be in Aquarius for the next 20 years or so, because I think we don't get out of Pluto in Aquarius. What is it? 2044? Something like that. And so this Mars Pluto conjunction that's happening, that's going to culminate on the 27th of January. Do not be surprised this weekend. You feel anger transmuted. You feel creative, right? Do not be alarmed if it makes you a little horny. There's been a lot of chatter on social media about make sure you at your correct house you want to be in for this snowstorm. I would also say, if you do not want to have a baby, wrap it up. For some people, especially who have Aquarius placements, or Aquarius is in the 5th house, 7th house, maybe an Aquarius rising, moon, all of that, this Mars Pluto conjunction, right? Don't get caught up. You don't want no kids, but the kids deserve to be born, right? The only reason why we think life sucks is because, we got some things to uncover, right? But we really want to talk about community in a matrilineal, not just a matriarchal society. We have to center the next generation, whether they come out of us or not, in our communities surrounding that. So if you don't want to add to that equation right now in this economy, I mean, people are always gonna have kids regardless of the economy, but be careful this weekend. I may be a little too late for some of y'all, to be honest. As stated before, especially on the replay, tell me how your Capricorn season was, and get or by emoji or by typing it out in the comments. Let's see what else is going on Aquarius season astrologically that we need to talk about. Oh yes, on the 1st of February, we have the full moon in Leo. Now, this full moon in Leo is different. Okay. This full moon in Leo that's coming up on the 1st gives us the nod to the new eclipse season. Eclipse seasons go by the nodes of the moon, right? this year in July, we are moving into the Aquarius Leo nodes. So our eclipse season is starting for those nodes, and it is ending the Virgo and Pisces eclipse season. So full moon in Leo is going to give us a nod, a sneak peek to Aquarius Leo node transition to the new eclipse season that's going to be fully coming into September, and it's helping us in the Virgo Pisces nodal axis. Now, I know you just said, now, wait a minute, wait, what does that mean? Full moon in Leo is saying what pieces of you have you been hiding, and where are those pieces? Right? Capricorn season gave me some perspective of what to do since this Saturn and Neptune. Okay. I had a couple new business ventures, and the idea of working has shifted for me. Awesome. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. I think Capricorn season. How was Capricorn season for me? That's how I feel about Capricorn season towards the end. Once it hit January, Capricorn season for me was like lock in, bitch. Like lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in. This year is about you. You know, for me, I'm in a personal 9 year. I'll be going to a personal 1 year. So I'm with the move and groove of the collective energy. So I'm already feeling the heat of the fire horse, right? So yeah. But I want to, speak of fire, keep it moving, full moon in Leo, right? What have you been hiding? Where have you hidden it? Okay. Uranus, the planet I have grown the most respect for. Uranus is going direct in Taurus, and then it will be transiting into Gemini in April officially. But Uranus and Taurus, it is officially our last time knowing Uranus and Taurus in our lifetime, unless you're going to be what's 9 times 7, unless you're about to be living for what, 81 more years. Is that 81? Oh Lord, I'm messing up my multiplication. Hold on. 7 times 12. 7 times 12. My God, I'm blanking. 84. Is that 84? Wow. I was close. Okay, 84 years. I don't plan to be here for 84 more years as a 31-year-old. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm trying to be out of here when I want to be out of here. I think the main thing of Uranus and Taurus, it's really made people come to like face the reality of climate change. I think it made people face the reality of the economy and how capitalism really is not sustainable. We had a lot of talk about what is luxury, what is not luxury. Uranus and Taurus, I think Uranus and Taurus also gives us kind of like a nod to what healing we're going to be, what's the healing that's going to be needed throughout Chiron and Taurus. Listen, I have already talked about Chiron and Taurus, its relation to the Great Depression, other recessions within the United States, fashion, cannabis. We talked about all of that in our Chiron and Taurus, episode. I will link that too afterwards. As you can see, like me and Liz have already done the work. A lot of these like worries that people have, we've already kind of put it out. We're going to be bothering people while we're on break because we're not coming back for season 3 until the summer. And so like we're going to be bothering y'all, like taking clips and be like, oh, you worry about this? We've already talked about it. Don't worry about it, right? So Uranus goes into Taurus again. Well, goes direct in Taurus to go into Gemini by April. But on the 6th of February, Mercury is going to enter Pisces. And Mercury in Pisces just gives us really good intuition to communicate. It gives us better modalities, I feel like, to receive downloads when needed from spirit. And right after that, Venus goes into Pisces. And Venus in Pisces is, I think, a lovely position for Venus because it allows us to imagine our life, romanticize our life in a way that is conducive to us. However, Venus and Pisces can also signal you daydreaming too much. So also think about that. Oh, I thought Saturn. Oh Lord. Aquarius season is packed because I'm looking at my notes. What else is happening during Aquarius season? Guess what? Saturn goes into Aries. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Saturn entering Aries. I have a post on my IG page about Saturn and Aries. But Saturn returns to Aries to reign in the impulsiveness of Aries. Right? Saturn said we're gonna be big dog, you need a plan. Okay. It can enhance leadership, but Saturn and Aries can also can help us really pinpoint all the people that needs to go in leadership. Um and the post Saturn Aries, the people who come into leadership afterwards, they must be on a P's and Q's. And Saturn Aries helps the people, us, right? Society, community, manage what they believe that they deserve. Saturn Aries can prepare us to dish out, prepare, not that it's going to do, can prepare us to reconcile the wrongs and have people, once they are out of positions of power and abuse of power, help us set up their reckoning. Saturn in Aries is also very conducive to children. So I think about millennials, where the end of the millennials was the Saturn and Aries, but then there was still like a big boom of babies, right? Saturn and Aries, them people, like who was really the transition between millennial and Z's. So think about that. Then right before the sun enters Pisces on the 18th, we have the new moon in Aquarius on the 17th. So think about Venus is in Pisces, right? Venus is in Pisces by the 10th. And Mercury is in Pisces by the 6th. It helps us imagine and manifest with the new moon Aquarius a new life, a new world, and in the way that we feel like it should be, right? Especially Saturn in Aries, be prepared for what you're asking for. And I think new moon in Aquarius, wherever Aries is, especially with Neptune also going to Aries, prepare for that. Now going into, because I don't think I may be able to do something about Saturn, the big Saturn conjunction with Neptune on the 20th, which is right as the sun enter Pisces. But there's some astrologers talking about that. So and go to some heavy hitters, the people who do the mundane astrology, who do the historical astrology, similar to what me Liz does. Go and see what they're saying about Saturn conjunct Neptune. Because I don't know if I don't know how my schedule is looking for me to come on here and kind of explain the significance of Saturn conjunct Neptune and why people are a little worried. But this is a lot of astrology. I did not plan to be yapping for 30 minutes just about the astrology of Aquarius season itself. But like I said, I feel like this is gonna be a little different. Mercury, Venus, Martian, and Solar. Listen, step into it. Step in fully into it. And the fact that it's happening all at once for you is like shift, 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 shift your mindset, use that energy to get you to a place where you need to be. It is imperative. Do not be scared. Allow the universe to co-create with you. And this is not for only people in the chat. This is for everybody on the replay. It is not the time to be scared. I mean, you can be scared, but do the thing scared, okay? Have the bravery to move forward. It is so important for us if we're going to create a new world that we may not see, but our descendants will, and that's the importance. That's community. We talk about community, but we have to understand like a community means doing stuff for things for a group of people that we will never meet. It is what it is. And maybe that's very hoodoo of me because that's how we think, that's how we operate. But I'm just putting you down, okay? Putting you on, as Mona Leo says. Okay, so now we're getting into the because I don't remember when we went into the astrology of it. So maybe like 4 minutes in. I'm trying to write down the timestamps, y'all. But now we're going to get into the cards. We're going to get into what Spirit says. Now, this is what is different, y'all. First, I'm going to give you the order. And then I'm going to tell you what's different. The order, air. Because happy birthday, Aquarius, right? Water. Earth. Fire. These all came together. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to the Avatar Last Airbender. Air, water, earth, fire is the order. If you're a water or earth sign, I hope you're happy because y'all used to say that I always used to put y'all last. I did not. Y'all know the birthday people go first. So happy birthday, Aquarius. Now, not only is this by your sun, moon, or rising, if you are working with a particular transit, okay, I'm trying to put you on. If you are a person who is looking and digging deeper into your chart, and there's a placement in your chart that you would want to work with. So maybe it's your midheaven, maybe it's Chiron, maybe is your Jupiter, maybe it's your Mars. What element is that planet or sign in? And that is also how you pick this season, right? So for example, here's the best way for anybody to go to pick which pal for you. If always first go by your rising sign. You should always listen to your rising sign, right? And in your chart, if your sun is above that line, your ascended descendant, you are a day chart. So you need to listen to your sun sign. If your sun is below that line, you should listen to your moon sign because you are a night chart. Now, for example, I will be listening to my rising sign, which is a water sign, my sun sign, because I'm a day chart, which is air, right? But if I want to work with my Chiron, which is in Virgo, I will also listen to earth. If I'm working with a certain placement, certain energy, this season, listen to the sign or element that thing is in. Okay. Hopefully I explained that well. That is how we move and groove. Okay. That is how we are moving and grooving. And I thought that was so interesting that Spirit said that. The cards are already shuffled out. I have not looked at them, but they're already shuffled out. So this is just gonna be a roll. We're just rolling through it. Okay, we're rolling through it. Drink your water. Drink your water. Better drink your water now too. If you're gonna get caught up in this snowstorm, just in case. So let's see. Okay, starting. Let me write down what we're about to start. Air. First, we have air signs. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and whatever thing, placement, asteroid, house, planet you're working with, okay, in your chart. If it's air, there's 3 cards. I'm sorry. There's only one deck this go around, which I also thought it was interesting. It is a tarot deck. It's a tarot deck that I have not used recently in the past year a lot, but I used it for the 2026. I'm sorry, for the 2026 pick a card energy readings that's going up on Patreon tomorrow. Now that reading's crazy. That was the first time in a while I had worked with this deck, and it called out to me for Aquarius season, which is interesting because it is the Herbcrafter's Tarot. So there's 3 cards. I'm gonna let y'all look at them before I look at them. Okay, air signs, Sun, Moon, Rising. You have 6 of Earth. I'm gonna read out the cards to y'all, which is pine. So like pine needles, which I think is kind of really good for the winter. That crispness, yeah. The ace of air. I'm sorry. The 6 of earth is like the 6 of pentacles. We have the ace of air, which is like the ace of swords, which is yarrow. Now, yarrow, root workers, yarrow is a deep bag. 7 of water or 7 of cups, which is birch, like birch wood. Want to make sure the things are fine. Let's start like this. Aquarius season for you air signs is something anew. And Spirit is saying like you have a choice. You have the choice to continue to do the same old, or you ask for clarity, make the choice, change your mind, commit, and move forward. Right? And you have to do so. I'm going to sit here. I know in Hoodoo, pine is cleansing. It's a cleanser, right? Pine needles, pine is cleansing. You can also like make Sprite from pine because it's where Sprite got it from, which is like so random for me to say, but like think about a good Sprite. It hit that spot, right? And that's 6 of earth. So let's read about 6 of earth, pine. Ground yourself in community. Share your resources. Your generosity will circle back to you. The soul remains evergreen. Interesting. So it seems as though when you make this commitment, air signs, tell the people who can be a resource to you. Maybe your community, maybe your decision is to share so that you can have community. Maybe your decision is that you want more community this year, right? It says life is generative. Share with your friends. Support each other in times of plenty and times of lack. Celebrate what you have. Pine in an evergreen tree that keeps its needle all year is an evergreen tree that keeps its needles all year, providing medicine, material for baskets, shelter for forest creatures. It is a living embodiment of everlasting life. As the pine is gracious with its resources, be generous with those in need. This reciprocal, right? This reciprocation that's happening. Honor the people and the land that have provided you with the foundation, security, and resources on which you now rely. Gather the community together and teach what you know. Recognize the bounty in your life. Look for ways to share your abundance with others. Air signs. We have a tendency because we're on the go. Like the mind is do go That I honestly don't think it's just any sign. I think it's just the type of society we're in right now that is very hard to receive. But when you're in community, you have to be able to receive. You have to be able to have this reciprocal relationship. Mind you, reciprocal and transaction is different. Transaction says for everything that you give, you must receive, but that's not reciprocation. It's like I give you if I have it, and if you have it, you can give it to me, and I have to accept it, right? And so with this mindset, it brings in a cleansing. It brings in this grounding yourself in community. Everyone has the resources around them, whether they know those resources or acknowledge those resources or not. It's there, right? And I mean, we all. When I say we all, I mean even me. We falter in that. We forget that. Now, Ace of Aries, yarrow. I know y'all have seen those flowers around, especially if you're in the South. Don't fence me in. Discernment is necessary for survival. Know your wounds. Identify your medicine. That is so important as we're in an Aquarius stellium. Know yourself, know your wounds, have discernment. That's such a that and identify your medicine. If that doesn't scream Aquarius season with this stellium, with this Mars Pluto conjunction that's coming, like know your triggers, that anger I was talking about, transmute it, know your medicine, know your creativity. The first seeds of a new idea can be found just outside your front door. Take a fresh look at the ancient calling from spirit. Though it is a common weed, yarrow often goes unnoticed. Inspiration is close. Yet you may have overlooked it as an ordinary or not valuable enough. Use discernment and reasoning to see clearly. It is important to positively identify yarrow because lookalikes can be deadly. Know who the people who are for you. Set feelings aside and follow the truth. Yeah. Start with what you already know. Seek vision from your ancestors, which I think goes perfect to Seven of Water, because Seven of Water to me is also very spiritual. Very spiritual. I wonder with the Mars Pluto conjunction for some of y'all, depending on where, actually, with Neptune going also out of Pisces, I really wonder, air signs, what secrets are being unveiled for you right now for some of y'all, especially those of you who may have been like living kind of like, I wouldn't say a lot of life, but like as things have continued to unfold, especially for, and I'm not even necessarily for Aquarius placements, I'm really also like talking about Gemini and Libra. Like what secrets have recently unfolded that you found out and you're like, wait a minute, right? Interesting. Now we're going to Seven of Water, which is birch. Now with this deck, I do not get this. I don't think I've gotten Seven of Water before. So I would have taken notes in the guidebook, and I did not. Birch. Imagine the possibilities. Choose one option out of many, because you have choice in this. But Ace of Air said also have discernment. Seek guidance from your ancestors. Open your heart to wisdom from soul. Toast to a fresh start. Yes, like this is what I'm getting. Folklore, symbolism, and myth nourish intuition, knowledge, right? As well, right? Just knowing your ish adds to your clear cognizance. There are countless forms of divination tools. Birch, ogham, staves are just one. Birch grows multiple stems from one trunk, and water extracted from the trees rids the body of toxins. When you hear a call to explore the depths, You may have several paths to pursue. I think this is very specific for certain people who are doing certain things in their spiritual paths. Look for the common roots in your many desires and clear out unhealthy illusions. Neptune and Pisces moving out, right? And stopping, is stopping the affliction for air signs. Use divination to consider the path you will take next. Tap into the wisdom deep within your heart to divine the message. Your soul will give you direction. Make a clean choice and toast your decision. Didn't I say pine is about cleansing too? I like that. Air signs, I really like that because it seems like there's a multiple layers to your message. It's a defining moment for you all. And I'm interested to see like how this will unfold. Like just keep me updated, air signs. Hopefully this resonates because what it seems like that there is a lot of, or there has been people around you that you have not been able to trust fully. And with life moving forward, your spirits are like, listen, discernment, come to me. Let's get deeper into this. And for a lot of you, the needing to transmute certain feelings and deal with certain emotions is prominent. Air sign, sun, moon, rising, or with whatever you're working with at this time. Let me know if this resonated. I'm very interested to see how this unfolds for you. Okay. Now, who is next? Water. Let's go and see what the water signs got going on. Okay, they have 2 cards. Like I said, I'm discovering with y'all. I'm gonna have y'all look at the cards first. Let's see. Adelita of water, which is like Queen of Cups. Acotillo. I have not had this card before. Water signs. 9 of Earth, which is Apple, or 9 of Pentacles. Now my grandma was talking about this. Oh, I gotta download. Actually, I'm just going to tell you water signs. 9 of Earth, Apple. 9 of Earth is, or 9 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot talks about receiving the fruit of your labor, like around you, even when you don't notice it. And apples have been used for prosperity work. I think the one time I have not, I have not. And when I say prosperity working, I want to clarify. Let me say apple for money working. Apple for money working. I have not done that since I was a little children in the game. So we're saying like 2018. Wow. I've been, but when I saw that, and then 9 of Earth, 9 of Pentacles, and what that typically represents, and it was Apple, I said, hold on. Yeah. But let's read what the guidebook says. But Queen of Cups with the 9 of Earth, I mean, Aquarius season can be very fruitful for you as long as you are replenished. That's what it sounds like to me. But Adelitas are warriors. Wow. Activism, drive, and autonomy. Mind you, this Herbcrafter's tarot goes towards what's called curandismo. I think that's the correct pronunciation. But let's see. Adelita of water is Acotillo. Protect your heartwood, but protect your heart. But let your love blossom. Strong boundaries. Create healthy relationships. Give your whole heart to your cause, not no one else's, yours. The Adelita of water is committed to nurturing her spirit. She knows that time alone allows for the discovery of her innermost desires. The inner heartwood of Ocotillo is used as sturdy building material. She vows to be a model of self-care. Are you resting, water signs? Just as the beautiful flowers of the Ocotillo remain safe at the top of the tall plants covered in hidden thorns. Okay, this is what it is right here. Hope y'all see those flowers and thorns. She shares her heart with brilliant flair while keeping it safe and protected from harm. She has a deeply caring center, but will battle to protect her boundaries when it comes to love. Water signs, are we doing love and self-love work this season? Are we getting to the nitty-gritty of why we feel this way? And if you, I don't know if you guys saw my one of my recent videos about what was so prominent in divinations for me last year. I don't do love readings anymore, but there I can only count 2 times where love did not pop up in a reading, where the spirit wasn't like, hold on, let me tell them about a little something about romance. So now I'm wondering, are we kind of reevaluating our thoughts and processes and our boundaries when it comes to this openness? And I'm just curious, water signs, what's going on there? What's going on? Sounds like we need to also evaluate the many ways of self-care, right? I think that says like 7 different types of rest. Are we tapping into those? I don't know. Let's see what 9 of earth is. What it says, the apple. Savor the fruit of paradise, peace and plenty. Y'all are really like, I'm all about my peace. I know that's right. Celebrate wealth by giving. Ooh, the reciprocation comes up again. But give with boundaries. That's what Adelita of water said. Okay, Adelita de agua. The hidden star of hope sustains us. Oh, I was talking reciprocity was right here on the next line. Reciprocity is the key to sustainability. Restraint and self-control with your bounty lead to a community abundance. Measure your wealth by what you have to give. If you don't got nothing to give, baby, you don't have anything to. I think that's so perfect with that first card. Apple is an ancient tree that contributes to the well-being of both the land and the people. The living to over 100 years, apples supply branches for fencing material. They welcome pollinators, bear hundreds of pounds of fruit each season, and provide cold-preventing medicine with leaves and blossoms. Though harvested in the fall, apples last until the spring when properly stored. When you care for your resources with intention, hello, you can feed more than yourself. But that will require you to have an abundance mindset, to have enough to pour, actually have enough to overflow. You have to have an overflow. Apples cut in half reveal a 5-pointed star. Believe in the magic of the earth. Maybe you need to do some apple juju with some apple juju about self-care, self-love, self-abundance. Get out of that poverty mindset. And it's not poverty mindset. I don't mean economically. I mean about self. I mean about self-esteem and self-worth, value, care. Water signs, it seems as though Aquarius season is allowing you It's allowing you to see what it means to receive and be nourished not only by your community, but by yourself. Let me know. Let me know if that resonates, water signs. Okay. Let me know. I'm very interested to see how you really step into your Queen of Cups era, because the boundaries is important. Is important. Okay. Let's head over to Earth signs, because I'm trying to do at most hour and a half. So Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Earth signs, and they have three. Yeah, I got 3 cards, Earth signs. Like I said, I have not looked at these cards. Oh, I've never gotten this card. I've gotten the other 2, but I've never. The first card is Awakening. It's a major arcana, Awakening, number 20, and it's Tulsi. I got the rosary right there. Then with the mandalay in the back. Then we have Iha of water. If I'm not mistaken, that's like the I think that's like the not page. Night. Let me double check though. Yeah, this Ihas are the, like we would say, the knights or the daughters. Play, wonder, and innocence. Interesting. Iha of water is chamomile. Yeah. And a 10 of water is red clovers. I see a lot of white clovers these days, but I don't see a lot of red clovers anymore. But 10 of water or 10 of cups, earth signs. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's start with awakening. Like I said, I have never gotten that card. I like it, Picasso. Oh, maybe I did. I have some things underlined. It's been a while. Earth signs. Make an offering to the sacred. Awakening. Wow. Make an offering to the sacred. Awaken to your life purpose. Devotion to your calling is devotion to the world. It feels like a lot of ancestral work needs to be done, or you should be leaning into that, earth signs. Sacred service, or at least giving to divine, is giving to yourself by being alignment with your calling, being aligned with your fate, being aligned with what you're supposed to be doing. So sacred service is the call of the divine. Reverence for nature inspires connection with all beings. Tulsi, also known as holy basil. Oh, honey, you could have said that. Holy basil has been a highly regarded panacea for over 3,000 years. Funny. So Tulsi, I feel like I knew that. I do work with holy basil, actually. It enhances memory, restores energy, clears toxins. Take care of your well-being and awaken consciousness. Committing to rituals that have been special meaning for you will lead to spiritual awareness. Free your life of anything that keeps you from your purpose. Deepen your relationship with what enchants you. So what makes you happy. Devotion to your holy work, which can be like yourself, your mind, your body, soul, spirit, spreads goodness to all. This is saying when you walk in alignment for yourself, with yourself, it is like, especially when I always, we always say like you are the first altar. So you are even the first altar for the divine, the first vessel for the divine. When you do the work for yourself and stay in alignment, you will always be in devotion to not only yourself, but to the divine. It is a season of restoring for you. It is a season of being inspired to be more intentional on your rituals and in routines, earth signs. It is, if you've been like saying, oh, I need to do this way because you know it's in alignment with your body and your spirit, then do it. It takes a while to kind of build up rituals. You have to continuously do it. You have to, I think for some of you, it's going to make you like a really uncomfortable because what you need to awaken to is going to make you more in touch with your feelings. I already think all signs are sensitive. And so I think that's very important for your signs. Then we have Ehive water. We have Ehive water or chamomile. Now, chamomile is the girl, right? Everyone loves chamomile. Return refresh to a beginner's heart. Yeah, I think this is Aquarius season is kind of like a stripping for you. You are getting to imagine a newness of everything, earth signs. If you lean into it, if like I said in the very beginning, if you allow universe to co-create with you. Yeah. Tender heart, big dreams. I think the Venus in Aquarius, Venus and Pisces will help you a lot, earth signs. Calm your spirit with emotions run awry. Mars Pluto conjunction that's happening. Calm your spirit when your emotions run awry, because that conjunction can amplify a lot of anger, resentment, all of that, and we don't need that right now. Okay, it's a lot going. The Ehab water embraces her feelings with freedom of a child. When emotions overrun and overwhelm her, she reaches out for help. She remembers the many times she was given chamomile tea when she was sad. Think about chamomile tea. It helps with our anxiety, right? She and earth signs, especially them actually wrap it up. The whole earth sign trio. All anxiety. Wrap it. You listen. Y'all need to be drinking some chamomile tea. Especially during this Aquarius season, because y'all don't like that going with the wind, but you must. She knows the medicine she needs. Chamomile knows the medicine she needs, though she may not be able to prepare it on her own. Just as chamomile's sweet scent calms anxiety, I was just saying that, and brightens the spirit, the child quiets her mind and gives herself permission to be playful with her heart. She embraces her dreams and often loses herself in imagination. I think for you earth signs, with this stellium in Aquarius for most of Aquarius season, then everything starts moving to Pisces. I think this is a great time to awaken your inner child and tend to it. That's what I'm getting. We also have 10 of water or 10 of cups, which is also a good card to have, because it talks about this being satisfied in a way. Red clover, taste the nectar of deep nourishment, right? Serenity rises from the roots of gratitude. Compost breeds contentment. Okay. Serenity is born from nourishment of the soul. Experience the joy and stability of your dreams coming to life as the deep taproot of red clover restores the soil underground. Oh, I didn't know that. The bright flowers delight humans and animals above ground. When you feel refreshed and happy, freely share your good fortune with others. Radiate peace and abundance. Red clover needs to be planted only once to flourish on its own. Sounds like you are signs. Trust your wishes to unfold without interference. Trust your wishes to unfold without interference. All that worrying, earth signs. Wrap it up. The tea is that all the anxiety, wrap it up. The tea is as delicious as it is healing. Connect with them feelings, y'all. The road to well-being can be filled with harmony. It can be this good. I know that's right. I need you kind of to believe, right? I need you to kind of dispel the plans a little bit. Get in touch with the inner child with imagination. And and believe, right? Have the faith of a mustard seed that things will unfold to your benefits. Okay? Once planted, it nourishes the soil. So always this restoring factor that happens. And think of yourself in that way. Once you are planted, you can always renourish yourself and nourish the soil around you. Be that resource, but in an imaginative way for yourself, Earth signs. Let me know if that resonates, okay? Okay, we make a good time. Y'all make a good time. Okay, now we're going to go to the fire signs. Last but not least, oh, we got 4 cards here for the fire signs. Let me make sure to drink my water. We have 4 cards. I'm gonna let y'all look at them first. Okay. I have not seen them. 3 of fire. Okay. 3 of fire. Calendula. Love calendula. Love, love, love calendula. Nasturtium. It's some flowers we always be seeing in the grocery store, y'all. 6 of fire. Okay, 6 of wands. 3 of fire is 3 of wands. Okay. 2 of air. Okay. Chicory. Decision making. 2 of swords. The last one. The sunflower. The magician. I like it. Oh, fire signs. This is interesting. Oh. Off the top, before we get into reading from the book, off the top, I have to say, what's coming through for me is the capacity to do more, to be more, with the resources you already have. Right? That planning, the planning that you're doing, that, and it's not even that you're planning, you're waiting right now, like you're actively like, let me see what's going on. Okay, I see it. It's coming to me. And like making the decision to not panic because it's a little bit slower than you anticipated. Come on now. But I like this. I like this. Let's read from the book, The Magician. Unleash your magic. Radiate power and potency from one seed 1,000. The seeds that you plant can give you harvest for years. The power of manifestation lives within. Don't go to that person and get work done when you can do the work yourself. I don't know who that was for, but it was for somebody. All the information necessary to create life is contained in the seed. Yet it is the elements that make the sunflower grow. Wind strengthens the stalk. Water feeds the plants. Fire is converted to energy by the leaves. Earth anchors the roots. Nourish your ideas with the elements watch them bloom into being. Is that not what 3 of fire is? Okay. Receive divine light from the unseen realms. Shape it into form and give it life. Sunflower roots travel for miles underground, bringing nutrients to the flower. Oh, I didn't know that. When it matures, the flower heads bend to the earth and unleashes thousands of seeds. Be a conduit of transformation for others. Be a leader. Fire signs. Like it's really about to be your world with so much going into fire. Some like important planets, right? Going into the fire. particularly Aries. And Aries leans into, with like Aquarius, leans into innovation and leadership and pushing forward. But if you ground it kind of in the energy of the magician, it says, I take all these things, and all these things have a place. Just telling you what I know, not what I heard. And so for 3 of fire, flourishing, abundance, and harmony is 3s in this deck. Interesting. They're waiting. But like, while you wait, take joy in prolific and passionate play. Delight in your own unique expression. Creative inspiration will last longer than one season. Their creativity spill. Neptune and Aries will also give us like new like art forms, and I'm not talking about using AI because that's stealing from others, but a new art form, right? Maybe you guys will help with that development. Playful creativity is infectious. Calendula grows easily and readily self-sows. Oh, didn't know that. Once you plant it, you will have it in your garden for years. Let me plant that thing then. All varieties have healing properties and create abundance of medicine. These are exciting times. Explore new art forms. Yeah. Take decisive action. Allow your ideas to find wildly original expressions, like many colors of calendula. Calendula enjoys a long, fruitful growing season. Remain enthusiastically committed to your goals. Step into leadership with confidence. If you are giving a bigger position, make sure to also use the people. Let me see. Let me phrase that correctly. You are only as strong and as good as a leader as the team, the people you are supervising. That's how I'm gonna say that. So I don't want people to misconstrue my words. Then we have 6 of fire. Natural. Celebrate yourself and others, right? The 6 of wands, victory. Call the circle, make some magic, glitter and spice, magnify power and joy. It's also like truly kind of giving glamour magic, to be honest. Raise a little power for healing and transformation. You can also use glamour magic for that. Cheer on your friends and praise their accomplishments as they do for you. Drawing bees and nourishing soil. Wildly growing nasturtium is a vibrant plant that brings life to the garden. Your ability to bring people together creates magic. Like, it gives community, to be honest. Like, maybe it's part of your magicianship is bringing in community. Claim your piece as a community. There you go. Community leader. Gather circles. Creativity ignites creativity. Natural blooms in many colors. Let your personal flair shine. Dance to your own beat while dancing in harmony with others. Natural vinegar adds flavor with a kick. Celebrate your accomplishments with pizzazz. I like that one. And then we have 2 of air. Because 2 of air leading the back, right? All these great cards, then boom, 2 of air makes me feel as though you have to make the active decision to always be positive. That's what it gives to me. It gives that you have to make the active decision to use this energy, right? Like I was saying earlier, co-create with the universe. Use this energy actively. 2 of air, chicory. Release long-held beliefs. Yeah. You have to actively make a decision to use the magician's energy. Be receptive to guidance. Open to unlikely partnerships. It is part of community. Old ideas can be blinders to new wisdom. Let go of worn out thinking to see an issue clearly. Chicory is often classified as a weed. It is, however, a beneficial medicine plant. Yeah. However, it is a beneficial medicine plant that draws important insects to the garden. Be receptive to new guidance. Gather information before taking action. Then be still and look within. As the long chicory taproot brings nourishment to the surface, a deep dive will quiet self-doubt. What is really true, right? Acknowledge that you do not want to accept. Acknowledge what you do not want to accept, then be willing to listen. When it's your turn to share, do not hide behind a closed, fearful heart. Open wide like the bold chicory flowers. You have to choose, fire signs, you have to choose to be open. You have to choose to allow these things in. You have to choose community. You have to choose to be in alignment like the magician for this Aquarius season. Let me know if that resonates. Okay. So, thank you for entrusting me with some of your Aquarius season alignments. Hopefully, this resonates for everybody. The timestamps will be below. If you made it this far, or if you was able to resonate and get good messages, give me a green heart in the comments. And I will see you guys somewhere on the web. Okay. All right. See y'all in what's the next season? Pisces season. Good luck.